Clap in 3, 2, 1. Alright, hello and welcome back. Welcome to the Outcast Podcast. I'm your host, Julius Cruz, along with your co-host, Matthew.
Why am I the co-host? Why can't I just be another host?
Alright, fine. We'll all be the hosts. Then. Alright, jeez. But, this is our first episode that we don't even know if we're going to post. But we're just gonna try this out. No one's probably gonna listen to it. We're just kids in this world that don't know what they're doing and having fun and making experiences with their best friends. Alright. Anyways, what this podcast is I'm 14 and Matthew is 13, and you're probably like, these kids are too young to be doing a podcast. What are they doing? And then, well, we're just trying it out, and we probably sound like one of those cringy kids on TikTok. We're not those kids. Trust me, we're not those kids.
You sound like one of those kids.
But since we're at this young age, you might think that the stuff that we are going through might be relatable to you, which is why you'd like to listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Alright, so topic for today. We just had finals.
We did just have finals. They were terrible.
Yeah, one of finals not terrible.
The thing about
So
finals.
you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Alright, finals and homework.
No, the thing about
Homework's
finals.
trash.
What?
What?
So in our school, finals start on Friday, and then for the next 3 days we have finals. Like the next 3 days of the school week, right? So we just have that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that week, and it's just finals. And it's literally, oh my god, I hate it so much.
It's so trash,
It's
dude.
garbage. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So in our school, people walk out of the finals classroom, and I'm pretty sure this happens in every school, but they walk out of the finals classroom and they're like, dude, that final, dude, it was so
Dude,
it was so easy.
Miss Fowler? I know, Miss Fowler, in math class, I was like, dude, this test is so easy. I studied, like, hours for this. How is it this easy? And then she has this, like, Scantron thingy that scans, like, what you got for your grade. And I was like, dude, I got, like, every single question right. I'm so good at this. I'm so good. Why don't they just put me in geometry? And then it turns out, like, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong test. She gave me the wrong test score, or she gave me another person's test. It says I got a 63, and I know that's not right. I know it's not right, because I'm pretty sure I got a 100.
I think it's right.
What do you, well, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, it's kind of connected to finals, was homework. And I just wanted to give my opinion on homework, even though most people would disagree, especially the elderly who grew up with a lot of homework. I just wanted to say, homework's bad. You see, like, they call it homework because you can't teach everything at school. But I think that time that we have after school, where we don't have to do anything, is time designated to ourselves where we can do something productive that we want to do instead of something that we just spent the first 8 hours of the day doing. Which, if you think about it, extends the day to about... If you think about it, they're not doing their...
From like it extends our school day from 7 hours to about like 9 hours. I just
But like,
it's like no.
I think
So the school day ends, right? And it's like okay, school's over. Go home and do more school.
yeah, that's exactly how it is, and it's stupid. I don't like. And if you think about it, if they give you homework, they're not doing their job good enough if they have to give you homework in order to go home, right?
Sure, I understand that, you need grades in the grade book, and they need to make sure that you know things and you've been paying attention to.
I know, but don't you think that, like, I just lost my train of thought. I was about to say, you know how, like, practically, a lot of people's lives are wasted on school. Not wasted, because I know a lot of people are gonna be offended by that. I think school is important and everything, and education is important. But like, if we could, I don't know how to say this. You know how there's, what are those people? They're the people who sign up for a job, but they help the person do their job, so they could be learning how to do their job, and helping the person doing. Yeah, intern. That's the person that I'm talking about. Like, think about if they did that for schools. What could happen was they could be learning and be doing something productive for society, quotation marks. And like, they could be helping and learning at the same time, and it wouldn't be something that they wouldn't be using in the future. Like, I like math and everything, because I thought I was going to get a 100, but I got a 63.
Yeah, you got a 63.
But, when are you really going to use geometry when you get older, unless you're going to be, like, an architect or something? You know what I mean?
That's the point every kid makes. It's like, I'm never gonna use this when I grow up.
I know, like, a lot of the time we spend in our lives in school, we could be be learning something that will help us be what we want to be, instead of, like, something that everybody has to be. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Matthew? I just don't like the idea of homework and, like, how the school system, but I guess I'm too young to be talking about this, because most people will be like, you don't even understand, you're 14 years old. When you get older, you'll understand, alright? And then you just gotta agree with them, because if you don't, alright, well, that was my opinion. We really need more people on this podcast to start more conversations. Oh, yeah, I have one. You know, in PE, so in our PE class, for exams, since we didn't have exams for the PE class, what we had to do was take a drug presentation. No, alcohol presentation.
That was...
Yeah, and then this presenter, she had her goggles, right?
Yeah, no, they were these, like, drunk goggles that are supposed to, like, represent what it's like to be drunk.
Yeah, like, whenever, I didn't volunteer, and she only gave the goggles to try out for the people that volunteered, so I didn't volunteer for anything, but I still wanted to try it. So, in the middle of class, Christian was walking, and then he ran into a wall, and then Matthew was walking, not this Matthew, another Matthew, and then he tripped on a rug, and they really did look really drunk. But, I was being the overconfident, cocky self of mine. I told the person that I could do it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, I put on the goggles, and, like, it's trippy, bro, it's really trippy. And then you put on the goggles, and then it's like, it shifts your whole body to the right and tilts it a little bit. So you kind of had to, like, get used to it. So we were supposed to do the straight line test, where you're supposed to walk in a straight line. And then, like, instead of walking, I was really confident at the time, because at that time I was really confident. And,
Literally, that was, like, yesterday.
Yeah. And, I started walking, but then I realized I wasn't running into anything. So then I started running. And the thing is, whenever you are wearing the goggles, and since it's tilted and to the right, you can't see anything that's in front of you. So, like, I tripped on the lady's bag, I, like, ran into the table, and then I hit into the wall. It was really bad at that moment. You had to be there to make it funny, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that punchline. It's a lot less funny than I thought it was gonna be, but alright.
So, you had the, like, old white lady, right? I don't know if they, like...
Sorry, what'd you say?
You had the, like, old white lady, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they, like, switched out the presentation.
Well, I don't know why she was so scary, dude. I don't know why she looked like Donald Trump, sounded like Donald Trump. She probably was Donald Trump. I don't even know. Alright.
So, there's this old, like, white lady, right? She doesn't even tell us her name. We just walk in, she tells us to sit down, and then she starts talking to us. I don't know who you are, I don't don't know
No,
why you're
no,
trying to tell me
you know
things.
how you know how she started our presentation.
Alcohol.
Anyways, so we walk into the room. The lady's like, so can you guess what we're gonna talk about today? And she hands out like these two pamphlets, and they have like alcohol and drugs written all over them. Just like all these
Yeah.
things. You remember those, right? And I'm like, well, like you can already tell this is gonna be a CBS presentation. I'm aware the drugs and alcohol are bad. Don't do them. Like when you're not supposed to do them, right? But this lady was terrifying.
Yeah, I know. And the way she talks, she sounds like the lady from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, no,
with the
she's like the
glasses and the
receptionist
slime
in this.
monster.
Not the pretty one either.
Yeah.
Not that the monsters
Yeah.
are pretty, but like the
I mean,
old
most-
crusty
most-
one that was
most
like,
Most
that said
receptionists are
Mike
pretty
Wazowski
pretty.
or something.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So I was about to say something. Alright, so we were talking about Mike Wazowski, attorney.
we're volunteering for the government.
Wait, I was about to say something. We were talking. Wait, shush. I was thinking of something. Alright, you can go ahead and go. I forgot.
So we were about to try out the goggles, right? My Indian friend over here. I don't know why I had to include the fact that he was Indian. But anyways, his name is Sarthik. So he volunteers, and this guy's confident. He was like almost Julius level confident.
Sarthik's annoying.
Sarthik is anyways.
Annoying. And
We're not-
Sarthik,
we're not out here to bully.
if you're listening to this podcast,
I hate you.
yeah, good for you.
Okay, so Sarthik volunteers. The lady gives him the glasses, and he's like, dude, I can do this. He was so confident. So he's walking down the hall, and actually, like, he's doing a pretty good job of, like, holding his beer. And the lady, so since he's doing such a good job just walking, the old lady, the presenter, she gets a little agitated because the goggles were supposed to prove a point, and Sarthik is over here disproving the point, doing the opposite of what the goggles were supposed to do, right? So the lady, she picks up.
Not the thing is, is it just me or is it like, whenever you think of a drunk person, it's never Indian. I don't know why it's like that.
Because they can't afford it.
Shut
Okay,
up.
never mind. Okay, anyways, where is I? Okay, so this lady was agitated at Sarthik for, being Sarthik. So she gets this empty plastic bottle, and she's like, alright, drunks can never catch objects thrown at them.
Does he catch it?
And she lobs this water bottle over to Sarthik. She like,
No, no, no.
she throws it at his, she throws
No,
it
no,
at
no,
his
no,
head.
it's like
She-
no, it's
like
it's
American
more like-
Sniper over here.
No, the thing is, she'll be like, well, you see, drunk people can't catch anything. Like, look at this dude. He's wearing the goggles, and he's like, all right, so you're not gonna be able to catch it, right? And then Sarthak's like getting ready for like a light throw, right? And then like all you see is the alcohol teacher just like, bam, and then just like Sarthak fall on the floor.
No, Sarthak would be dead. Anyway, so she just like she lobbed the water bottle over at him. And Sarthak already knew the trick. Like he knew that the goggles shifted your perception, so it was like a few degrees to the right.
Yeah.
So he actually caught the water bottle. And at this point, this lady, her face was red. She was like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
No, I thought her face was orange though.
I don't know. Dude, it's like it's a mandarin color.
Man,
I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Mandarin's not a color, but like the color of mandarin oranges. It was kind of that shade. She was mad. So because Sarthak was being Sarthak.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, how would you try throwing that water bottle over to me? So okay, so he gets the water bottle. He picks it up flawlessly, mind you. He picks it up and he throws it over to the lady with like perfect accuracy. He throws it like he was aiming directly at her without the goggles on, right?
Does the lady purposely miss?
I don't know. But the lady, she She doesn't even. Yeah, I think she purposely missed. I don't know. I was kind of far from her. I couldn't like direct. I was kind of behind her, so I couldn't like actually save her. But she didn't catch it. So,
Oh, remember that thing that I forgot I was gonna say? It was whenever we were talking about the drugs and alcohol and like signing the agreement to not do drugs. I'm not gonna do drugs when I get older, but I'm just saying, I'm not sure anybody would make promises to do that, because we all know the person in the future is gonna be totally different from the person that you are now.
sorry,
Like,
a drug lord when it comes to
yeah, the Indian Cesar Chavez. Wait,
That's
that was
not what
probably
Cesar
really
Chavez
offensive.
did.
I did not mean to say that.
Cesar Chavez
We'll
was
cut
a
this part up.
farmers'
we'll cut
rights
this part out.
activist. What are you?
I thought I meant I don't know who I meant. All right, Narcos. I think that's
Pablo
Alright.
Escobar there.
yeah, that's who I meant. Not Cesar
Such a G.
Chavez.
Okay. Anyways.
All right. What I was saying was you can't make any promises. Like, if my dream in the world, if my dream is to travel the world on foot in the future, I'd be totally fine if like my future self just didn't want to do it, because that'd be my future self and he'd have my life in control of his hands. So like, if you said right now I'm not gonna do any drugs, that's you right now saying you're not gonna do any drugs. But if like the person in the future gets influenced by something else and he does do it, that's a totally different person than who you are. Like, if you think about it, the past you is being deleted and then a new you is coming in, but it's weird. It's a weird thought to think about, but I'm just saying that the people that you're gonna become is totally different than who you are now. So
Let's see, start now. Okay,
yeah,
back to the story.
Sartak. You mean Sartik?
Sarthik. His
Sarthik.
real name is Sarthak. Sarthak. But we call him Sarthik because he's kind of thick.
Yeah. He ain't thick though. He's pretty.
He's kind of skinny
pretty.
actually. But like,
Yeah.
he was thick before. Where
No,
was
he wasn't thick. He was fat.
He was fat. He was just fat.
We're being really offensive on this podcast.
I mean, mostly just the Sarthik.
and the
old
whole
white lady.
and the Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, we'll just cut those parts out. Where was I? Gonna say?
Uh,
Okay, so Sarthak throws the water bottle to the receptor lady, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And she purposely, I don't know if she purposely did, I don't know if she just had really bad hand-eye coordination, but she didn't catch it. And she's like, oh, look at those drunks, they can't even throw. And at this point I'm like, why did you come here? Why did you feel the need to do this? What?
She just came
what
to play
landed you in
catch
this
with
job?
kids. She just played. No, one of the things on Bet. So on the pamphlet that she gave us, it said consequences for underage drinking, and one of them was serving in underage drinking classes. What she was doing.
Yeah, that's.
So
What?
how much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that she was the one who underage drank?
Dude, probably.
Whenever she did it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So the last part of the story. So this lady is just fed up with Sarthak because he's been annoying.
Sartak's annoying.
Yeah. So
He is Sartak.
So for the
You're annoying Sartak.
yeah, I hate you, Sarthak. So for the last like 5 minutes of Sarthak wearing the glasses, he's just walking around the gym, like
Mhm.
walking around the room, trying to like.
I want to shoot a basketball with that on.
That'd be hard.
I think I could do it.
Probably.
Just like how I could run into the wall.
But Sarthak's just walking around, right? He's like
Uh-huh.
he's like showing off that he can walk around with the glasses on or the goggles.
Blow walk.
And he's like,
Don't.
and
I'm trying to show my blow walk.
No, that's
I
the
just
thing.
want you to
That's the
imagine
thing.
Sarthak.
No, that's the thing. So Nick over here, I don't know Nick, but like Nick's another one of our white friends. I don't know why I'm including everyone's race when I'm in. But,
Just so you know, Matthew's Filipino.
yeah.
He's Pinoy.
I'm-
He's
Yeah,
Pinoy.
yeah, yeah.
He's black too.
I'm not black. I'm full Filipino.
Yeah, you are. What are you talking about?
Don't say that.
Are you saying that you're ashamed to be black,
I'm
Matthew?
not ashamed to be black. 'Cause I'm not black.
All right, finish your story.
So Nick, one of our white friends, he's like, he stands up because we're all sitting down. He stands up and he screams, "Sarthak, plug walk."
Wait, Nick said that?
Yeah, Nick's like,
not that-
no, Nick's like, Sarthak, plug walk right now. Sarthak, I'm literally going to beat you if you don't plug walk.
Yeah, that's Nick. It's like if you don't do his dare, you either like do the dare or you get beat, and it's one or the other.
So Sarthak tries to plug walk while he has the goggles on. No. So
Keep going.
he's plug walking, or trying to plug walk, towards this old white lady, and he and he plug walks into the old white lady. No, he doesn't. He doesn't like directly plug walk into her. He kind of stumbles, and then trips next to her, and she's like, she has this look of disgust on her face, like.
And that's when Sartok found his true love.
Yeah, I think Sartok got a little peek there, but that's enough about Sartok for today. I don't think I'm gonna think of him.
I think we're already past our 20-minute mark, so we should like. This is just a test podcast, just to see what we can talk about and stuff. We might redo this episode if we find out that it wasn't really good
That's
or
true.
that Matthew wasn't recording.
I am recording. Shut.
All right. I'm literally watching my recording to make sure that it doesn't
Yeah,
just stop.
yeah, me too.
All right. Well, this has been the Outcast Podcast. Thank you for listening, even though nobody is probably listening to this.
No one is listening. You're
It's
right.
just 22 minutes of our lives that we're never gonna get back.
Yeah.
And
Bye.
thank you for watching.
Thanks.
All right,
Bye.
see ya.
I love you.
See ya. See ya.
I love you.
See ya.